Hello, everyone. Knight Rider 7602 here, and today I'm gonna be reviewing a rather interesting movie, Legion of the Black. Now, you're wondering, whoa, when did this come out of theaters? Or rather, is this a B-list movie? It's neither of those two things. This is a promotional movie. What's it promoting? Read the bottom here. Black Veil Brides. Yep. If you remember, the Black Veil Brides just recently came out with an album, Wretched and Divine, The Story of the Wild Ones. And as for a promotional product, and I'm guessing as they were wanting to show off their movie making skills, they made Legion of the Black. Now, I've watched Legion of the Black, and I was rather confused. Or rather, mixed up. I'm not sure which one. I'm gonna go for more confused. I was lost. Okay, like, you know when you try to watch a movie and you're trying to follow the plot and it's so very, very odd that you can't even tell what the hell's going on? This is Legion of the Black. Not in a way I didn't say this movie was terrible, but we gotta go into it and talk about it. But first, we gotta go back. We gotta talk about the band. Basically, for those who don't know who the Black Veil Brides are, they're basically a metal group. I'm gonna go for metal. I'm not gonna say screamo. It's metal, more metal, and I guess like as people like to call it, emo music. It's not really emo music. It's more, how do I put it? Uplifting and like pretty awesome. I've listened to the Black Veil Brides for a long time now. I mean, I've never been to their concerts or anything. I don't own merchandising from them. Only thing I own from them are music. I only buy their albums. I'm not that much of a fan who go and buy off shirts and stuff. The band is led by Andy Bergerac, and I'm praying to God that I actually pronounced that right. Basically, frontrunner of the band, lead singer, and so on and so forth. Well, like most bands I discover, they are pretty awesome. Actually, a friend of mine's got me into this band, and I still think her to this day, even though she freaking hates me for it. But, that's how people are. Anyways, the band really did a lot of work. They actually did music for movies like Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen. Let's not talk about that. And for the Avengers. So, more power to them. They actually did music for a really awesome movie. Hell, they were even like on the what's coming up soon in the that's what I call music. Where are we on 500 now? Anyways, going forward now, Black Veil Brides recently released Wretched and Divine, their new album. Along today, they released the complete edition along with Legion of the Black. So, now that you kind of are caught up in knowing what this band is about, let's dive into the movie. Now, from what I'm going to gather, there are no dialogue. There's no dialogue in this movie. The only dialogue you're going to get is from Andy, who does like two dialogue numbers. There's two monologues he has, and this guy. We really have no idea what the fuck his name is. In the credits, he is known as the voice of fear, and fear is an anagram. Nobody to this day has still told me what the hell that means. Anyways, the whole movie is about a girl. She's a big fan of the Black Veil Brides, and she's like, she's having a normal day at school, she's walking, she's listening to the music. Of course, opening song has to be Wretched and Divine, which is personally one of my favorite songs on the track. Anyways, the whole thing goes to where the girl draws like a picture of some kind of beast. This is what she draws. That's like the person she draws, and we're going to assume that's somebody for right now. And she gets caught by the teacher, the teacher sends her to the principal's office for a drawing. It's not really offensive or anything. The principal gets mad at her, kicks her out of school pretty much. Then you have, oh yeah, and it doesn't really help that much, but there is also a music video. There's a music video going on probably every so often after a scene with the girl. Now, throughout the musical numbers, all I can tell is the band and pretty much the people, I guess the rebels, they're called the rebels in the movie. The rebels, they're fighting against fear. I'm gonna say that's an organization of some sort, and they're evil. They're an evil organization, let's put it that way. And during the song, you have the girl being chased by. I really do feel stupid for not putting the album cover up here, because I would like you to see the monsters, or rather, you can see them in the background for this poster, but it's really ridiculous. Anyways, she's being chased by some Lord of the Rings monster rejects. They look like the Hood guys from Lord of the Rings. Sorry, I haven't brushed up on my Lord of the Rings in years. So, yeah, she gets killed, and then she's brought back to life. As soon as a song ends, it goes into the girl again. So what happens? Basically, the girl is talking to her parents. You don't know what they're talking about though. It's silence. It's music's playing over it, and you're like, okay, what's going on? And I have to comment. The parents look like stereotypical 50s parents. The dad has the clean hairdo, and it's kind of smooth, and he's kind of beefy. The mom's kind of she's wearing a really pretty pink dress, and it's ooh, look at me, I'm the housewife of this movie. That's the only mom we see. Don't worry. Oh, well, don't worry, this chick has friends, for the most part, until the rest of this movie happens. And then, as if the movie just says, this movie isn't just a right amount of emotional enough. The girl gets taken away by a pair of nurses? Nah, just kidding, they're orderlies. No, she's not that old. Apparently, she is being sent to a mental asylum. Why? For drawing, I guess, and the fact that she's a fan of the Black Veil Brides. Also, fan service! Something I'm trying out. Don't judge me. Anyways, we get more music videos, and a pretty badass fight with Jinx, who plays a mystic warrior of some sort. She's a magician. And if you ever seen the movie Sky High, where the guy jumps in the air and he smashes the ground, he pretty much does that and starts a huge fight with the monsters in this movie. And it's fucking badass. I mean, the music's playing in the background, there's a fight going on, you're just yeah, epic fight and music, whoa! And then we come back to the girl. Most depressing part of this movie. Okay, she's completely flipped her shit. She draws one of the monsters in black eyeliner or blood, I have no fucking clue. And then she's taken away again by the orderlies. And apparently she's been lobotomized. Or she's been some kind of brainwashed. It's never specified. We don't see anything happening to her. More music happens. Then she's brought back into her room. She's kind of weakened. She's weak. She's out of it. Then she flips her shit and wrecks the entire room up. She manages to escape and she goes into a church. This is where Devil's Choir plays, actually, which, another favorite track of mine. Now, as simultaneously as we have to pay attention to the girl, and we gotta pay attention to the band singing, along with the scenes that's going on in the alternate universe, we also gotta pay attention to the voice of Fear. Basically, he's the guy who's all we have to destroy the rebels. And basically, if you ever listen to the song, one of the songs on the track, it's, not in the end, it's, I'm always drawing blanks into the name of the song. Whatever. In one song, Anyways, yeah, I lost it. I lost the theme of the song. Basically, Fear is supposed to be some kind of evil organization. They trap people, and it's the Black Veil Bride's job to free the people from fear. So what? So what's the voice of fear do anyways? Does he fight? No, the voice of fear kind of like just says stuff like they're going to destroy the rebels, and the rebels are poisoning the ideas that planted in your children. The rebels are the cause of the destruction of the planet. The rebels are evil. So this is basically like saying the Black Veil Brides are evil, and the people who follow them are also evil. Blah blah blah. Then this movie takes a really weird sudden turn. Fear's defeated. Spoiler, Fear's defeated. But the girl, I have no fucking clue what happened to the girl. No, seriously, the movie never explains. The movie ends with just her in like a lake, dressed in some weird shit. Or rather, she's dressed like freaking Princess Amidala. And she splurts blood. And then the movie ends. I'm being that serious. The movie just ends right there. And you're just like, what happened? Did the orderlies catch her? Did they put her into like a special ward? Did they lobotomize her? Did they kill her? So, now, my rating for the movie. No, rather it's too early for the rating. The movie ends, and I have to say this. Warner Brothers, you guys helped in making this movie. They seriously did. You can look at the credits, man. Warner Brothers, you have really baffled me in this. This entire movie just baffled me. Don't get mad at me and go, oh, like you should understand. I was baffled watching the movie. You know how I had to understand the movie a bit better? I had to have somebody explain it to me. Or rather, I had to go into some deep meditation and think about it. Basically, the whole meaning of the movie is fear is basically the entire planet, and we are the rebels who don't coincide with society. We're basically society's rebels. And it's fear's job to make sure everybody's, like, of the world, you know. Be not of the earth, as the Bible says. So, pretty much it's fear's job to pretty much make sure everybody stays in line and follow the swag and YOLO and giving us shitty Justin Bieber songs and okay, Knight Rider, chill. We got a long way. We're almost over with this movie. By the way, I will have to say this: the acting, or for the most part, the pantomiming, was okay. I actually did enjoy it, even though there was no words being spoken. I let the actors' body languages speak for themselves, and the musicians. As a fan of the Black Veil Brides, I give it a 10 out of 10. Now, as me, Knight Rider 7602, and as a reviewer, basically, we got ourselves a movie where it's based around a band. The band really isn't a focal point much. It's as to a catalyst to the girl's dreams, or the alternate reality, or as Akiva Branch would like to put it, grand delusion. I pretty much think that this movie deserves, really, for the most part, after all the weird shit that has happened in this movie, I give it a 7. 7.5, not yet an 8. It had a long ways to go. But remember, this is just me speaking as a reviewer. As a fan, I give it a higher score. That is for the most part. I have to say I enjoyed the movie. I really did. It was kind of a... Oh, who am I kidding? I kind of really was confused watching this whole thing. But, you know what? 7.5 out of 10 stars. You know, that's how I do. I'm fair. I don't give movies low score unless they need it. Join me next time as we give the worst movie in history the lowest score in history. Just as a hint, why does superheroes need a fucking credit card? Answer that question for me. Knight Rider 7602, out.